Let me know if you can hear me. This is the fifth time starting the stream. I've never had so many YouTube issues, but welcome back. It's episode 9 of Tour of the World. Starting on the runway this time, which is unusual for this series, but usually we start in the world map and do the flight planning and everything, but I did. And for the people that were there, they got to see it with no audio, but we are flying from where we left off, Jasper-Hinton Airport, to Edmonton International with the King Air. And then we'll move from there with the A320 to Bonneville, around here, I believe. And then we'll head north to finish off Alberta. We'll talk more about it once we're in the air, because we have about a 145-mile flight to do. And in the King Air, that won't be too slow, but it won't be too fast either. I'll just wait to see if someone could let me know if they could hear me, if anyone's watching. There's a couple people watching. Appreciate it. Thanks for joining right away. It's crazy to me that I can play a game and have anyone watch, let alone be 50 seconds in and have two of you here. Really do appreciate the support, always. Apologize for taking so much time off recently. Just mood has been very off and on, with everything going on. So, sounds okay. Perfect. Welcome back, Capo. I know you were there when it wasn't working, so I appreciate it. Let's set our power to full. RPM. This is RPM. I'm not sure what this actually does. Power trim. Yeah. Power is high. That's all I know. It's important. Let's make sure our flight controls are working this time. Rudder is working. There we go. Everything is working. Let's get a better roll this time. Let's turn off the visual indicators for now. Let's make sure our flight plan is imported. Looks not good, actually. So let's quickly import this. You'll see the approach should be different than that. That didn't do anything. Interesting. Why not? I'm about to make some changes in the air. It was on there fine before. Alright, well, we'll mess with it in the air. We have some time, so let's take off for now. Let's get a better takeoff roll this time. And it looks like V1's about 100, or maybe less. Let's rotate. It's a nice takeoff this time. Gear up. Gear out nice and quick on this plane. Set the flaps up. We'll start our slight turn here. Let's set our altitude to 10,000 before I actually check what it's supposed to be. $10,000. We're basically lined up here. Let's turn on autopilot. Let's turn it on nav mode, and let's go to FLC for the climb. Is this nav mode? Okay. Yeah, we're just getting onto our GPS path there. Okay. That's fine. And let's do FLC. What was the speed for this plane again? Ideal climb. I think it was 110. That doesn't seem right. Let's just set it for 170 for now. Let's see. $104 knots, okay. I was just looking that up quickly. So we'll be able to climb really fast right here because we're going dramatically above that. So let's go to 104. And it's climbing really quick, and we want to be at 25,000. So let's set it all the way up for 25,000 here. You can see where we passed the GPS line and we're coming back to it now. 25. There we are. Let's bring the throttle back a little bit. So we're not redlining anymore since we're not on takeoff. We'll keep the power at high idle though, because we are climbing quite a lot. We won't be pitching this far up once we get down to 104, but we are above the speed we have FLC, a flight level change set to, so I guess 15 degrees is the max pitch it wants though. So we'll slowly lose the speed. Climbing decently at 3,000 feet per minute, that's pretty nice. Oh, for a 104 for best shortest distance, sorry, that's the VX speed. VY for normal climb is 125. Okay. Good to know. Let's change it. That makes sense why it's hovering around that speed naturally. Let's set it for 125 though, for our best climb rate, or the most normal climb rate anyway. There we are. Turn off the camera just for now since we're in the air. Give you some more of your screen real estate back. I don't see why our approach is not set up. In the other stream, it was, so we'll have to do it here ourselves. I don't know how to do it on this, but it looks similar. It's old Garmin, so I'll be able to figure it out. But let's see, active flight plan. Where's my procedure page on here? Edmonton International. No. I'm looking for my procedures. Maybe we can get it through here actually. Runway 30. No, that's not what I want. Okay. How do we go back to the main screen? Full screen. I do not know what I'm doing with the screen yet. How do I go back to my flight plan and stuff? I'm on the airport info. I get that. Charts. No. Can I split it to go back? No. Interesting. I put stuff here too. Okay, that's nice. I still want to get this back to its home screen. There's no like home button. What am I missing here? Hey Jesse. Nice to see you. Appreciate you joining. Thanks for everyone joining, by the way. Sorry, I'm not talking to you guys much. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing. ILS 30. Here's the chart. Everything's perfect. I don't know how to get back to my flight plan though. Like, how do I go back to the home screen? Because I obviously chose the wrong way. Oh, here it is. It's at the bottom. It's popped up. Active flight plan. Waiting for. Did I just click on the bottom to get that up, or how did I even do that? It's still not a procedures page though. That's really what I'm looking for. Tab select. How did I just open that? That's exactly what I want. I wanted it to open was open. Nice to see fresh plane. Never flown this one. Dang it. I need you to fly this because then you can help me. Yeah, it is nice to fly it though. Flew it for the short stream last time. We'll go back in the cabin after too. It's quite nice. I just don't know why this is not working. Let me try to import it for the cheat way real quick. Again. No, okay, it doesn't want to do that for me. That's fine. Because you see our flight plan is supposed to look like this. And it did before. If I could find the procedures page, I could make it happen again real easy. Tab select. Whoa. ILS 30. I can pull up the chart for it and everything. I just can't tell the plane. That's where I want to go. Runway 30. Alright, time to Google it, unfortunately. This is the Garmin 3000, right? Or what system is this? Let me Google Garmin 3000. No, that has buttons. Touchscreen, Garmin. What system is this? That's the first thing I need to know. Let me just search looking up. King Air, no, that's not going to work. These are not Google searches that are going to work. Oh boy. Alright, well I can get this here. Is it the Honeywell? I don't think so, only because these are the icons that are the same as Garmin. Like, it doesn't have the logo, Garmin logo on it though. Maybe it is. I think it's a Garmin system, but I really don't know. I guess. TRF, I don't see why I don't have a procedures page. This system, this is how you can control it down here as well, but this doesn't actually work, right? Yeah, no, I don't know why we can't actually use these buttons. Not helpful. Alright, well I guess we're just going to figure it out when we get there. Unfortunately, I would like to do it properly. Oh. Thought I did something here, but maybe not. I don't even know what I clicked on. TMR, oh, timer. Does something, but I don't know what it does. I can go back and watch what I did. I don't even know what I did. This seems kind of broken. Alright, well. Let's generate a new flight plan and try to import that. This one has the ILS approach, but it just doesn't seem to want to actually do anything with that information. Let's make sure we're on ILS 30. Let's actually switch the runway, generate. We're going to do a whole new flight plan. That's not what I want. Put that in the plane and then go back to the right one. And see if that kind of short circuits the system here. Import. Didn't change at all. Fantastic. So let's just go back to the old one and import it again. I don't think it's actually importing. That's great. View this one, import this one. So the right one's in. I guess we're not doing, I guess we still do ILS, we won't have the waypoints set up automatically. If I could even get to the waypoint screen again, I could manually type in the waypoint. At least one of them. Let's see if I can do that. Waypoint. Active flight plan. Yeah, so after, yeah, let's try to do a little bit more of this manually. Let's use the chart screen for ILS 30. We need to go to SUVAT. So let's go insert, remove the airport. Can we just do this? Hold on. Let's try one more thing before I try what I was just going to try. CY. E.g. Oops. Edmonton International. Can we do procedures now? No. Can I go before and do it? No. Okay, just waypoints. That's fine. So it's let's see. Let's remove this. After Elks, let's go to. Let's pull up the chart on here so it's a little bit easier. Lovely view outside, right? We're just staring at the screens the whole time. That's how it is. Flight. Let's import the flight from SimBrief. There it is. Oh, that's the new one I made with the other runway. That's not what I want. Want this one? All right, let's just let it load. All right, after Elks, we want to go to all of these waypoints. I'm going to short circuit all of it because of doing this manually. Once it goes to Suva and then Mevza. That's not in this plan though, so let's just put Suvat in. SUVAT. Why does it keep doubling like that? T. Just Canada, okay. Enter. Did that work? Looks like it did. 45 miles away, okay. And then by Suvat, I should be able to have tuned the approach. So select the approach, ILS from 113 or 30, sorry. Suvat transition. Let's look at the chart here and hide this. Okay, so we're navigating to Suvat. Then we'll navigate to Jevon. Insert after. JE. Where's VON? Okay, enter. Hopefully that worked. There we go. Let's put in all of these here. Gadapt. GA, where's G? GA, D, EP. I've duplicated again. DEP. Enter. After this most work I've ever done for an ILS. VEVBU. Enter. And that'll be enough for sure. Okay, where are we? We are 11 minutes from Elks. Perfect, so we still have time after all that. But we have a pretty good distance flight from the Rockies to Edmonton, so that makes sense, so we have time. Let's go check out the cabin for those who haven't seen it. It's great. Looks really nice. Got, 2, 4, 6, 8 seats here. Plus a jump seat or a flight attendant seat or something. Little cargo compartment you can access. There's our registration. It's a great little plane. I like it. And pretty quick for a prop too. It's about 240 knots or so, I believe, for cruise. Oh, usually. We're not quite going there. Let's go a little faster. Not 240. Okay. Well, actually, what's the ground speed? Ground speed, 300 knots. Yeah, it's pretty good actually. We're just below 200 knots on there, but our ground speed's actually quite a bit higher. Not sure if we're supposed to keep these in high idle the whole time like this, but we are. For landing, we'll turn them down, but I'm trying to get there fast. It's not my plane. I don't own it. That's okay. Not paying the maintenance costs. I don't know if I want to get rid of the screen to go back to how it was, but don't think I can. Click the corners. Oh, what did I do? Okay, opening the comms brings that menu back up. I don't think it's supposed to disappear like that, but good to know. If I open the comms, I can use that as a way to get back. Perfect. So I can open this full screen again. There we go. I like that much better. So let's check the flight plan we've entered. There we go. Suvat, Jevin, and I'm coming in for the Alice. That's perfect. Nice round approach in. Of course, part of the Tour of the World series, we're not using Simrate or anything, so we'll be flying there the whole way. If you're new to the series, we're flying around the entire world, but not in a straight line. We're like basically viewing every landmark that we can. We are still in the southern half of Canada. We've been streaming this series for 37.75 hours before this episode, and we've done 32 flights. If you check my YouTube shorts, there's 2 of them that look like a map before you click on them on the thumbnail. And those show like overviews of all the flights we've done. The most recent ones aren't on there, but we've just finished a big stint of going through all the Rocky Mountains. And now we're flying to Edmonton, which we're kind of backtracking a little bit to do that. And then we'll be flying north through a few airports in northern Alberta. Then over to BC, flying all south through BC, and then we're done with the southern half of Canada. And I say that, the southern half, because it's the only country we'll be visiting twice, most likely, in the whole series. We're ending the entire series with Canada as well, because we're going to come over from Russia and Alaska and then through Canada. So technically the U.S. will be separate as well, because we'll separate Alaska out. Possibly Hawaii, depending on how we do things, but I'm not sure. But yeah, obviously next, once we do South BC, we'll be starting in the northwest of the U.S. and headed all the way east, northern U.S. all the way across. And then I'll kind of like open the map to show you what I'm talking about. Okay. So we started in Toronto, around here. We flew east. We went through New Brunswick, or we went through Ottawa, Quebec, New Brunswick, PEI, Newfoundland and Labrador. Up here, we flew to northern Ontario, then we went south again, visited a bunch of landmarks, southern Ontario, then flew over to Winnipeg. We went north, we went west, then we went south, then we went west, then we went north, and then we went west, south. Maybe one of those, actually less. I might have miscounted there. Then we flew basically south to Calgary, up to the bottom of the Rocky Mountains here, through the Rocky Mountains as an episode. And then the last short stream, we flew over to Jasper-Hinton, flying to Edmonton. Then we're going to Bonnyville, which is around here, and then we're going to Fort McMurray, which is north. Then we'll move over to BC, go through southern BC, and then, like I said, we'll start in Washington, make our way across the U.S. like this, visiting all the landmarks that we can. Go south, go back, go south, probably go back again. We'll see Mexico, Bahamas, all this stuff, and then we'll be headed to Southern America. And, yeah, eventually the entire world in a very, very, very detailed way like that. To see absolutely everything. So it's going to take a really long time. As the description says, well over a year, I imagine. Hundreds of hours and hundreds of flights. But then everyone can see, you can go look back on the series and watch the episodes you want to have the countries you want to see. And it's not just going to be flying over the country and saying, wow, look at there's Italy. But it's going to be visiting all the landmarks, the famous ones and the lesser famous ones. When I plan the flights out, I do a lot of research into the area and like what it has to offer, and find out some like stuff maybe only locals really know about, and actually try to check it out. It's been a lot of fun so far, and we take pictures along the way like a tourist. So I'm keeping them all on the Tour of the World channel on the Discord. So you can click on the pinned comment for the Discord. It also has a link to the spreadsheet, or you can go in the description and you can see all of the flights that we're doing. The ones I have planned in advance anyway. I try to plan some in advance, of course, because I don't want to make them up on the spot as much as I can, because I want to do the research ahead of time. I want this to be a very in-depth series for you guys and also for myself, because we are seeing the whole world, so I want to be able to experience it. BC will have some epic airfields and runways. Yes, it definitely will. We had some really, really cool ones in the Rockies already. Some of them already touching BC, so we haven't avoided it completely. We weren't able to completely stick to Alberta like that, but I think we went to, 4 airports in BC. And then back to Alberta. Finishing Alberta, then we'll be dedicated to BC. There's the Rockies over there. And every time I do a flight, I already know the distance in advance, so I'm picking aircraft basically based on the distance. The longer the flight, the bigger the aircraft. To try to keep the times, they're going to be long flights, as you can tell, but reasonable lengths. When I have a couple hour flight, we're flying airliners and faster jets and stuff, of course, so trying to make it reasonable. Really, really short flights, we'll experiment with some of the prop planes and little bush planes and stuff like that. Because another goal in the series, although it'd be very, very easy, because we're doing hundreds and hundreds of flights. So I am reusing planes a lot. You've seen the Vision Jet a lot. 737 a couple times. Eventually, I'm going to make sure every aircraft has been used at least once, including all the helicopters. We've only done one helicopter flight in the Rockies so far, but we used the Airbus H125 for some sightseeing. It's been a lot of fun. So I am going to go AFK just for a little bit here. Claire was nice enough to bring me some food, so I'm going to eat real quick while we do some of this flight. I shouldn't be too long. We have 2.5 minutes to this Elks, and then that's probably 10 to 15 minutes. So I won't be longer than that, but I might be shorter. So I'll see you guys very, very soon. I'm just going to hop in the back here. Yeah, let's go sit in one of these seats. And I am going to open Fly Live Studio real quick and enter the airport information in there real quick. That doesn't make any sense if you haven't seen it yet, but 1 second, it will in a minute. CEC4 to CYAG. There we go. There we go. So you have a little progress bar at the top. I'll be right back. Hello everyone, I'm back. Uh-oh. Too late it seems. I thought we had more time than we did. Let's go no power, low idle. We have to get down right now. Let's turn off autopilot while I figure what's going on. Let's just nose down. Altitude, let's check our charts real quick. What a way to come back. Might have to do some holding, it's okay, I'm not going to go too crazy here. Let's relax a little bit on that. Get over my charts. We got to be at 5,000. Okay, that's good. That's higher than. We'll add that Chevron too. Okay, yeah, 5,000. Let's go. We just set that so we can go back on autopilot. I'm going a bit further out because I want to have some time to lose some altitude. But let's see. 5,000. Come on. Almost there. There we go. 5,000. Let's turn autopilot back on. So we're back trying to get to the path. We're going to 5,000 and I will do flight level change. Let's try to stay at 131 knots. 130 knots. Let's set our first stage of approach flaps to help with the, oh, come on, there we go. Sorry, to help with the drag. There we go. And to stay at 130, it's going to be descending rather rapidly. Let's hope that's enough. Should be enough. We're zoomed out pretty far, so when we zoom in, we do have a good amount of distance. And that's just to Suvat there, so quite a rapid descent. Sorry, passengers, but it was required because the airport is right there. Seeing it out the window stressed me out quite a bit, but I'm like, I know I should have a bit more time, and I do. I got quite the approach to go quite far over here before I line up with runway 30, but yeah, we are pitched down quite a bit. All right. Let's go ahead and check our charts more in a detailed way here. So Suvat, we should be at 5,000. What did I eat? I had a chicken sandwich from Mary Brown's. Claire was out doing some shopping and she came home with that, so it was great. What did you guys have for dinner? So Suvat was max 210 knots, that'll be no problem, but 5,000 is not happening. But luckily it's not mandatory. It's not a constraint, it just said we should be at 5,000. Same with Jevon, 5,000, and we can be at recommended 5,000 all the way up to the slope, which is about here, so we actually had to get to 5,000 here, so we have quite a while. Not much, but some more time than right now. Yeah, we're at 11,000, so our engines are full idle. Oh, turn the RPMs down, actually. The throttle being down, I believe, turns the propellers, so they're not actually producing much forward power, but I should do that to make sure. Oh, yummy, yeah, it was. Let's set our nav radios real quick to the ILS. Come on, ILS. 1091. This is so stressful right now. 1091. Enter. There we go. The course is 300 degrees. I don't know how to do that. Here we go. Course knob. There we go. How do I change my CDI though? That'd be helpful to know. There we go. I don't want that yet, but good to know. Let's go to VLOG 2. Why is it only on 2? COM 2. Okay, GPS. Okay, nav 2. Let's set that to 1091 as well. 1091. Enter. Okay, and then let's change the course knob to 300 degrees. Why am I turning course time and it doesn't do anything? That's beyond me. Great, okay, well. How do I go back to what I was just doing? Setting the... We're at 5,000, that's great. I'm going to pause this real quick, unfortunately. I don't like doing that, but don't have this messed up here. I don't know why the course nav isn't working. I have to actually unpause to select things here. Oh, I can do this. Nice. 300. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's a bad idea. We're at 5,000. RPMs are... We're stalling out pretty bad. Here, let's fix that. Let's turn off FLC. What a messy approach this is. Not paying attention to anything here. Let's turn in. We'll stay on the localizer thing. We won't worry about going back to the GPS. We're stalling still. We're not actually engaging autopilot. We're just disconnecting the disconnect. So it can be engaged. Of course, it's at 300. Let's go in here instead of moving maps on to where am I? Yes. Okay. We're not at 5,000 anymore. My trim must be so bad I can't point the nose down. There we go. Let's use some trim. So I can point the nose down again. We need to be at 5,000. Actually paying attention to the power now. Show the camera on. We might not do an ILS here. We might just do an actual landing. Seems like I don't know how to set it up correctly in here. We're on nav 2. We're not intercepting anything though. We're on localizer. We're on the right frequency. No, we're not. That would make sense. There we go. There's the glide path. Okay. Autopilot on the approach. Glide slope. We're on the glide slope. Looking good. Alright, that was quite messy, but we're looking like we're on it now. Second stage of flaps already, and put the gear down. What an approach that was, huh? Alright. Setting up quite early, but that's okay. We're slow enough too, so I might as well just do it now. Our power is on low idle. RPMs are full, so we'll just use the power like this. And we're on the glide slope. We're looking good. Alright. 1 p.m. Tuesday here. I'm at work with no lunch since my coworker left early and I can't go get anything. Oh, that's horrible, Jesse. Claire had that the other day where her coworker called in sick and she couldn't take a break. It sucks. Hopefully we can have time to have like a snack or something. Had chicken nuggets, nice. Similar then to a chicken sandwich. So I had a fried chicken sandwich, so. Alright, we're on the ILS coming into 3-0 at Edmonton International. As you saw by the thumbnail, we will be flying a A320 out of Edmonton. Only to Bonnyville, so not far, but it'll be a nice little flight. And something larger. Hey Tactical, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Here we are coming into land. We got full flaps and landing gear pretty far away. I don't know how many miles, but 1.5 miles now. It's pretty good now. But yeah, quite an odd setup. Let's set up a little bit higher here. Oh, let's just reset actually. That looks good. So I've landed this plane once, so I can't use the excuse if it's my first landing, but hey, landing it once doesn't really make me an expert either, so that's good. I like having an excuse available when I don't land very well. Currently I'm processing drone photos. Nice, man. I do drone photography myself and videography, or I haven't for a little while. I've been busy with life, and that was all. The last time I did it was before I started my YouTube channel, so now my free time goes to something else, but yeah, I'm very familiar with that. It's fun. Always fun doing. Not too bad. How about you? I'm doing well. It's good to be streaming some flight sim again. and have a bit more time to stream than when I did my 40-minute stream last. But so what's nice about this series is we can do a 40-minute stream here and there, even just one flight. It's one flight closer to finishing the entire series. So obviously I'll do it when I have time, but I do prefer to stream longer and do longer flights and more flights. All right, coming in for landing. Let's check the lights. This is quite a 2 and 2. Quite an unstable, not unstable, but it moves a lot up and down, as you can see. Oh, you do orthophoto's nice. Okay. Monitoring ice levels, local pond. Sweet. I haven't done much ortho, but I have for a farm before. Speed it up a little bit here, a little extra power. I don't want to be landing at 85. Maybe I do, actually. I'm not sure. 90. Do want to be close to stall usually for the final. It's a nice little plane. Love it. Obviously a little more interesting when you don't have auto throttle, but you are doing ILS because you're, it's flying fully, but you're controlling power, which for a landing is very important. So it's not really flying fully. You still have to pay quite a bit of attention. Let's disconnect autopilot and flying manually. Start to bring it in for a good landing here. Decent landing. Got the room to slow down, so I will float it a bit if I have to. Or if I don't do well with the initial speeds. We're at 95. It looks good. Aiming for the threshold. Okay, cut the power. Okay. Oh, what just happened here? I just set my reverse thrust and took off again. Maybe my reverse thrust keybind is not working. It just set it for regular thrust. All right, landing 2. Landing 1 was actually pretty good. I'm happy with that. Landing 2 is not gonna be so good. We're going a little slow. Yeah, a little bit of a bounce there. Let's just land it here. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm not gonna really fault myself for what just happened because my keybind is messed up, but that's okay. Let's bring it down to low idle. Yeah, so I have a keybind where I can press a button on my throttle. That toggles reverse thrust, and then I can throttle up, which then throttles reverse. Even though on this plane, the reverse thrust, you bring the throttle further back, and I was pushing it forward. My throttle is set up in a way where I can do that, but clearly not right now. It wasn't working. That's okay. Love that the airliner took off on the same runway the other way. Don't know. I think that's just regular traffic. I don't think that's online traffic. Let's find the gate to park at here. Man, I gotta learn how the RPM works more because it's wanting to pull so strongly with no throttle. Gotta find something. I could look at the charts for general aviation parking. I've gotten a little bit lazy, unfortunately, with doing that. I should be doing that more. My bad. Especially when coming. We did so many airport landings where it was so small there was no really like gates for parking, then it didn't matter. But when coming into international, I should have checked. Welcome to Alberta. Thank you, sir. Let's just pull up right here. We're taking off an A320, so we gotta be a bit more serious with it. All right, let's shut down the engines. Again, usually I'm doing the checklist and everything manual on the series, but for this plane, I didn't check it on the way out, so let's just do the shutdown. I have done that. I'm just waiting for it to shut down. it's gonna work anyway. Control Shift-E. No, why is it full throttle? Okay. Okay, that's not good. Let's just end the flight. I pressed a button, it did not work. We are at Edmonton. Let me move the spreadsheet. Again, if you click the link in the pinned comment, you can join the Discord and get a link to the spreadsheet, or it should. The one in the description should be working. You can see all our flights. So we're moving into a much bigger plane to do a smaller flight. It doesn't usually make sense. We are, like I said, trying to stick to the larger planes for the larger flights, but this one is going between 2 airports that can handle an A320, so that's why we're doing it. We haven't flown one for a while. And then we'll be into a Dornier Speedster, if I make it to that in this stream. Probably will, but I don't know for sure. Which is a amphibious plane. And we're going to be going up to Fort McMurray and landing in the water airport there, the aerodrome. And then flying 7 miles just from Little Water Airport to the main international airport there. All right, let's go to new. And that's as far as I had planned in advance. Usually I planned further in advance, but I did a really a ton in advance, and then I've just been streaming on based off those airports, so I'm lacking a little bit here. All right, so flying from Charlie Yankee Echo Golf 2. Have you flown a longitude in the series? Yeah, I have. I love the longitude. It's nice and quick. We've flown it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times so far out of the 33 flights. A lot of it was once we did all our flights to Eastern Canada and had to go back west. We were flying over part of Ontario that we already kind of explored, and part of Ontario where there wasn't much to explore. So we had a huge distance to cover. Like some of these flights, 286, 480, 345, 325 nautical miles. I just read them out, what I did in longitude. So they're pretty far, and that thing can fly at 1,100 kilometers an hour in the sky, so we were using that quite a bit. Love it. It's very smooth. Honestly, more appropriate for the distance we're going now. A320 is going to be overkill, but I don't know. Weird to call overkill, I guess, but I want to fly it, so we're flying it. I've only flown an A320 once in this series because all the times we've been using a jet, we've been flying the 737, which I'm not very experienced with. So that's kind of why we were flying it, but I am experienced with the A320, so here we're going from Edmonton to Bonnyville. So we're going a bit east, but we are covering some north as well, and then we're going to Fort McMurray right there in a Speedster, which is a slower plane that's going to be a long flight. But I do want to mix everything up, and like I said, I got to use all the planes, so that's a good water route. It's imported to the game here. And let's start at a medium gate. There we go, medium gate. Says departure. Let's go to June, so everything looks nice. And let's not do that. All right, well, audio settings, I was going to change them, but guess I'll do them now. Oh, we already had the voices up. How much of that is gone? All of it. Okay. Luckily, I can just import it like this. There we go. And we just got to select the gate again. And change the date and month. That's all. And we're back. Okay. And let's start the flight. It's probably your favorite plane in the game. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. In this series is the first time I flew that plane, and I loved it. I had only flown a CJ4 in terms of Cessna jets before that. All right, let's do our pre-flight. Let's get our covers off. And let's get our chocks. Nice to be back in the A320. Nice little short flight with it. Flying with a yoke, which is odd for this plane, but that's okay. Alrighty, we have our ground power unit set up already. We know that. We just saw it there. So let's go ahead and external power on. And both the batteries. Let's see if I remember this. I haven't flown one in quite a while. Set our IR assist to nav and oxygen on. And logo lights, wing lights on. Emergency lights, arm, passenger lights on. Beautiful. Now we're ready to fly, right? Not quite. Alright, let's see if I remember what I'm doing. Let's set up our payload first. What's wrong? Nothing I care about. Sim brief. Oops, that would be important, wouldn't it? We are not flying a King Air. A320N. A220N. A20N is the code. It is an A320 Neo. Let's import the route properly in case anything has changed. There we go. And brief apply load. And we will do instant this time. So we have our passengers. Let's go make sure we have our passengers. We do not have our passengers visually. Why not? Let's do fast in case it's required to actually see them. We'll toggle the jetway, catering, and luggage. I don't like that I keep clicking that. Alright, well, we'll see if they start appearing. Let's see. Is there a jetway at all? A little ATR next to us. No. Is there stairs that can come out here? There is. There's the bus. Bring the stairs in. Come on, don't be shy. Alright, I'm not sure what's going on with that. That's fine. Let's set up the things that matter here. Sorry, I gotta remember my instrument buttons, the quick buttons. There we go. Let's go to performance, I think. Yes. Well, let's do. I haven't done this in quite a while. Init first. Let's get our flight plan if it works. There we go. It did. What's that? Oh boy. Hello, 737. See, yep. It's another Q400 over there. All right. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Why are our throttles like that? Yeah, that's better. And we're getting any warnings. All right, and it's done. Performance. Calculator V speeds. Flaps 1. What am I forgetting? Let's clear all these. Oh, I'm forgetting something. Flaps 1. Haven't done our weight stuff, obviously. And at page 2, yeah, okay, sorry about that. So our fuel weight, let's check our block fuel. It's been a minute. Very, very small, 1.1 tons. Beautiful. Now let's go on our performance. I don't know why I keep moving like that, sorry. There we go. Now let's calculate it. Nope, that's not quite right either. Right, we gotta use the calculator over here now. It doesn't just do it. Forgot about that. Take off. Sync that. The conditions and the weight. Beautiful. Calculate. And there they are. And now we have this button. Nice. Send. Okay, they're there. Do I gotta press it again to enter them? Or no, I just gotta. Oh, it just puts it next to it. I see. Okay. There might be a way to sync them over, but I'll just do it myself. 141, 141, 144. Boom. And then let's set our speed here at 144. So let's set it for 154 for the V2 speed. 154, please. Let's turn our flight director on before I forget. Let's turn our constraints on for this. All right. Let's clear. Confirm takeoff data. Oh, that's how I would put it on there. Interesting. Okay. I've never done that before. Everything looks good. Let's go to our flight plan. Charlie Yankee Echo Golf. Runway 30. Just make sure this is all in here. 30. And we are not using that. Excuse me. All right. And then flight plan again. Let's go to the end. Charlie Yankee Bravo Foxtrot for Bonnyville. Arrival. Runway 26. And no transitions or anything. Insert. Okay, and let's go to plan. Let's check the flight plan. Start at the top. Let's go down. We're already having problems. Hold on. Why are we not connected there? Speed, limb, okay. Eblar. Can I not see the waypoint names too? Why is there not a name on this? Alright, let's just go past that. Eblar. Okay. This flight plan looks confusing. Okay. I don't know what I'm looking at. It's a short flight, so maybe it's just not many waypoints here. Let me go way out so I can see the whole thing. Okay, I can't. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm sure it'll be fine. That's what you're supposed to say, right? Alright, IRS is probably still aligning. Well, it is still aligning. Let's go and set our runway heading. We are on runway 30. Let's go to Navgraph charts. Welcome everyone who's joining, by the way. Appreciate you guys all being here. Let's import the flight to Bonnyville. Nice little short trip over here. Oh, it is just Eblar. That's good to know. Approaches are available for runway 26. What do we got available to us here? We'll just take the final like this. Now let's look at this real quick. Okay. We'll make sure that waypoint's in the computer. I don't think it is, but we'll check. There we go. The flight is up now. What is going on? Let's see what's going on. All right, this is what I want. All right, that's better. Obviously, that was something to do with the departure. It's not that I was wrong what I had in there, but not what I want. So there we go. Let's set our runway heading. I need to open the chart here for the runway we're at, the airport we're at. Runway 26. Nope, that's our landing runway. My bad. Runway 30. All right, 30 is 300 degrees. I gotta reset the speed real quick because it went off 154. There we go. And altitude. Let's talk to ATC. Let's get our clearance. Hey baby dragon, how you doing? Climb maintain to 17,000. Make sure our squawks code is set. Which in this plane should be automatic. No. 2352. Yes, it is. Right. I have to just flip these around and it goes automatically. For some reason, I can't actually set it on the base game. I believe. Oh, no, I can. That's for the... Oh, yeah, right. It just does it. There we go. Too good. Good to hear, man. Okay, we're mostly set up here, so let's start our fuel pumps here. Tune ground. Let's get our APU starting. There we go. Now let's get the ground equipment out of the way here. Okay, we can't toggle the stairs anymore. We've tried a couple times, they won't leave. That's fine. Luckily, they're not right in our way. So, that's fine. Let's pull this into 20 nautical miles, or 10 for now, actually. Let's watch the APU here. It is starting. That's good. Let's request our pushback clearance. That's not where we are, but okay. And then let's tune the ATIS real quick. Clearance didn't give the altimeter, so we'll tune ATIS for that. Oh, okay. Tune ground. And we'll wait for APU to start up fully. It is available. So let's turn our window heat on, APU bleed. There we go. And let's go ahead and disconnect from external power. And tell the GPU ground power unit to get out of here. Hopefully that works. Hey bro, I don't know if you know, there hasn't been game audio for you? Like the whole time? That's not good. Let me check that for you. Everyone have that issue? I mean, luckily for this flight, that's not too much of an issue, but surprised people have been watching it. There's not been game audio the whole time. It looks like on the mixer there should be. It's got the right output. You can see the bar moving. Maybe it's just quiet. Yeah, even on your last flight. Okay. I'll quickly watch the stream on my phone real quick just to make sure. I believe you. Just want to make sure it's for everybody. It's like on the mixer there should be. Yeah, it's not there. That's not good. Let me see what I can do about that. Just gonna try turning it up quite a bit to make sure that's not the issue first. No, it didn't seem to have fixed it. Alright. Let me try a couple more things. Bit of a loss here. Because I hear everything just fine. And it's all going through a mixer, so it should be all the same. for now. Let me change the thing to personal mix. Let's see. Let's see if they can hear me then. Let me know if that's fixed it there. Try to listen on my phone too. Nope, that did not fix it. Sorry for being quiet here. Feel free to hop off the stream if you're just bored of sitting here. I'm trying to fix the audio things. Pretty important. If you're watching the VOD after, feel free to look ahead to where I'm moving again and skip ahead. Sounds good, Jesse. See you soon. There we go. I've added game audio manually. It's not through my mixer like normal, but I got it to work. Sorry about that, everybody. Appreciate you sticking around for those who have. It's really, really nice of you guys. So let's start our pushback now. Ground power unit is gone. Pushback clearance has been given. Let's just go for pushback. We'll do the Alt-P method here. And park and brake off. There we go. Let's do our startup real quick. Beacons on. Do I remember how to do engine start? Yes, engine start. Engine 1. There we go. Let's pay attention to our startup. The stairs are connected for some reason, or they're backing up. Yeah, I've done a different way of adding game audio. Let me know if it's too loud or anything. I can need to change it separately, so probably will be pretty loud, honestly. This is not a gate that is suitable, so just gonna put my parking brake on right here. Definitely not legit, but need as much room as I can to turn left. So I use my normal pushback methods. Should not have been at this gate. Don't know why the stairs are connected there, but that's fine. Let's let our engine spool up. Yeah, what a weird set of issues there with the sound. Let's hop out unrealistically just so we can watch the engine start. Let's wait for the other one, actually. About to be able to start the other engine. There we go. Start the engine, hop out. It's a great spot to stand in real life if you're starting an engine. Let's hop back in. Still only halfway ready. Everything else is still not set. 154. It's not set again. There we go. Everything looks good. Altimeter is set. Flight directors are both on now. Let's pull up the charts. There we go, this one. And we can turn our engines to normal. There we go. And we want to do this. Like that, there we go. Alright. Let's go ahead and park and brake off. And start to taxi. Power up a little bit. Nice to be back in the A320 again. Try not to hit the tail on the jet bridge there. Don't know why it resets like that. It's so annoying. Okay. Let's finish our turn here and we'll get taxi clearance as we do it. Victor, Oscar, Alpha. Victor, Oscar. So Victor, I think, is here, and then Oscar, Alpha. Okay. Let's do this the other way around. Let's put our charts down here. I don't know, I think we're supposed to go Victor here. No, I don't know. That's fine. We'll go this way. I think Victor's here. Then Oscar, Alpha. Hope I'm doing this right. I'm not quite sure. A 737 over there. Feel free to let me know if I'm forgetting anything. I probably am. Yeah, let's turn our taxi lights on. Let's see. Yeah, this might be the right taxi route. I'm not sure. It's good enough, that's for sure. There we go. And we'll head straight to Oscar Alpha. We'll go out here. The 737's getting out of the way, so that's good. Let's turn our APU off. Nice to see you back again, Jesse. Yes, I'm glad the audio is working now. Let's turn the APU off. Let's go ahead and set our takeoff flaps. So flaps 1. Let's arm the spoilers. And what is it? There it is, auto brake max. So we're ready for takeoff. Well, partially, not quite done the checklist, but sorry for having no audio in the last flight, but glad we have it now. Let's go ahead and set our TCAS alerts on. TARA and auto on there. And we have our squawk set already. That's perfect. Oh, I gave it a little bit of left rudder and then I stopped. But when I stopped, I was looking around with the right click. And when you look around, you can't control the plane. So it just holds whatever control you were last giving. Not sure why it also throttled down. Let's fix that. Oh, I did it again. Gave it a little bit of right and looked and then I held it. Alright, now a long taxiway down here. Get a bit of power and get there a bit faster. We're not going to get in trouble here. Not in career mode, so it's fine. What is that? UFOs over Edmonton. Great. It's nice to be back in the A320. Can I get out what moves? No. We should stay on the line a little better than this. Let's throttle down a little bit as well. Who's that? Is that a... what is that? I don't know what that is. Little citation? I'm trying to tell, but I can't tell. Don't know my business jets too well. Got some Airbuses, Boeing. Airbus. Watched the mid episode of a pilot who didn't follow any procedures. It was amazing that he was able to find the runway but didn't make it off the tarmac. Well, like, no procedures at all. I mean, at least did he survive? Like, he found the runway and landed. Just overran their runway, or what happened? It was an actual pilot too, or like did someone steal a plane? Like, not a hijack, but you know, they like steal it off the ground. Look at the MD-80 over there. Sweet. Or MD 780? 60 something, I don't know. MD-10? I don't know about those planes. I knew it was an MD, that's all. Let's go to airports on here. Let's turn it to ARC. Nav mode, I like to have it, and then 40 or 20. I like to be able to see the airports near me on the first officer's display. Then I have constraints. I'm on ARC and I'm on 10. I'll change it to a further distance when we're in the air. Alright, we're almost down to 30, the end of 30. A business shot there. It looks like a 737 at the end there. Maybe waiting some maintenance or something. Lots of setup for quite a short flight over to Bonneville, but be a nice flight. It's not an ILS landing, so we'll see how it goes. I think there's still a glide slope that we can have it locked to. TA only. Why is that? It says we're on the ground. TARA. It's on TARA, so that's good. We'll turn our runway turn off lights on since we're about to turn onto the runway. Get ready to ask for some clearance here. Tune tower. Actual pilot didn't ask permission to enter taxi. Didn't notify control at the DI's pad. Didn't notify. Oh, great. Interesting. Whereabouts was that? In the US or where? If you remember. Yeah, we can't request takeoff yet. We're not close enough. Hey, Can of Beans. Oh, wow. Thank you so much, man. Get to 5 memberships. Appreciate it. Nice to see you again. Thanks for joining the stream. We got X Frankie, Kylo, DVC Gaming, Mark Gaming, and James D. B. Hoy, all members now. Thank you so much, man. It's very kind of you to do. Like last time as well. Yeah, Beans the GOAT, exactly. He is. Hope you're enjoying the episode so far. Not sure how long you've been watching, but I appreciate it. Crashed on takeoff. Oh, it was on takeoff, not a landing. That's horrible. Hopefully he was alone. Let's request our takeoff clearance. I can't stop until you get one. Yeah, I don't know. Like, Jesse hasn't got it, and then I can't remember who it was. Jacob. He always was watching when people were gifting members, and he can never get one either. It's weird how it hands them out. Alright, someone's on final. Oh, we are clear for takeoff though, okay. Let's turn our landing lights on. This is going to be interesting because there's definitely something I'm forgetting. I do have a checklist, but I should follow it a little bit. Just look it over at it, give it some power, let's go. Park and brake, yeah. Landing lights, strobe lights, fetal heat, de-ice, transponder is set. Okay, everything looks good. I don't know. Welcome to the membership as well, Can of Beans, yourself. Our speed brake is set. Everything looks set, so we gotta go because, yeah, he's landing at where we were taking off. Here, 40%. Stable. And full power. Okay, he seems like he's just entering approach, so we got a while. Our takeoff speed is only 141, I believe, so we're not heavily loaded. Obviously, not much fuel going over to Bonnyville, so we can take off pretty soon here. There's V1. Positive rate, gear up. Autopilot on. Let's enter nav mode. And let's direct to that next waypoint so we don't have a crazy turn here. Direct to Evlar, enter. There we go. Gives us a bit more of a relaxed turn. There we go. And open climb to 17,000. And let's set our flaps to 0. No, I did not copy that. What? Oh, we're handing off. Okay. Total of 69 souls on board. It was just crazy. But that's cringe. Yeah, that is crazy. That's horrible. Is that me? Okay, no. I'm like, why are we descending to 5,000? Checklist is 737, right? Steep learning curve for you? Yeah. It's very, very different than something like an Airbus. CJ was a great intermediate. Oh, yeah, or a CJ, yeah. Oh, that makes sense, Aztec, that they couldn't see. Still think on their systems they would be able to, but interesting. Alright, we're on path, we're climbing. Take a photo out of Edmonton here. And if you want to see all the photos we take along the way, you can hop in the Discord and pin comment. Go to Tour the World channel, you can see all the photos after each episode. So obviously if we're touring everything, we've got to take pictures like a tourist. So, let's see, do we have passengers now? No. Good, because they didn't close the door or anything. I loved flying the A330 for the first time in 2024 because you hear the engines and they sound great, and you can hear that they actually sound like that too. And the A320, you just have to be back here to hear that like buzz, like that roar of it. You ever fly to the Mackinac Island in Michigan, CSG? I have not. I haven't heard of that either. I'll have to look it up. If it fits, we are doing northern U.S. on the way over east, so maybe I can hit that on the way. I'll have to look it up when I do the research for that part of the episode. It'll be a while, but I'll definitely look into it. I'll keep it in mind. All right, let's bring the throttles back to climb. They should already have been there, but a little bit ago, but not too late. There we go. We're getting up to altitude a little faster this way. And let's turn our passenger lights off. Won't be for long. It's a short flight. Landing lights off. When we turn off lights, nose lights, strobe lights should be on. Oops. There we go. Luckily it's daytime. Happy note, the local airport now has passenger service after 8 years. That's great. Whereabouts is that, Aztec? Here, flight it. That's one of the most scenic approaches I've ever seen in the U.S. That's Sedona and Telluride. Oh, well, I'll definitely have to look into it then. We can easily make that a stop. I'm trying to do all of your requests. There's obviously not a huge amount of specific requests, so when I do get one, unless it's way out of the way or something I've already done, like really the only time I'd say no is if it's something we're already out of that area. But we're passing through Michigan, so I'll definitely do that. Why is this says TCAS standby? That's not good. Auto. TARA. That's not good. Okay, well, they're not complaining about it. We'll just be careful, I guess. Climbing to 17,000. What's our actual cruise for the flight? Some brief dispatch view. Farmington, New Mexico. Yeah, hop if you can go to the Tour of the World channel. There should be a thread. If you go on there, it's kind of hard to find now that thread's been it's not been closed, but it hides it after a while. If you can somehow find the thread, it's called location suggestions. If you could go in there and throw them in there, that'd be very helpful. I want to make sure I actually do get to all these places you're mentioning. What am I looking? Oh, 17,000 is our cruise. Okay, good to see. Yeah, we're not going far, so that makes sense. How far are we going? 80 miles, 160. Okay, yeah, just over 80 miles. Not far at all. See our progress there. We're not even at transition, so we don't have to change the standard altimeter or anything like that. Haven't checked out the inside of the A320 in detail yet. Very nice. I have quickly looked at it to see if I could do private charter, if it's like set up like a private jet, but it's not. It still has the same passenger row setup. That's okay. Oh, look at the wing flex. That's cool. Welcome everyone, though. I appreciate you guys joining. What do we got back here? Flight attendant stuff. Cool, cool. You on the washer? Nope. Alright, let's do the reset. There we go. Love doing it. Las Lunas is pretty cool too. Literally, like someone said, there's no flat land. Especially when it's ran mountains. Level off. This peak and stick a runway there. Well, definitely remind me about that one too then. That sounds cool. Switch that to 80 miles. Let's do some quick math. Let's look at the chart. So we have to start going down. We're only at 17,000, but I want to be prepared. Let's look at the AirNav approach chart. So, are we going to Umaki right now? Where are we going? Eblar, then why is that not even on our thing? Great. Track 2. Love it. Okay, well, we'll make this manually then. It didn't enter the approach correctly. Or let's go to flight plan. Arrival. 26. No transitions or stars or anything. Eblar. Okay, well. Direct to Umaki. Let's just go right there now. 88 miles away, yep. We'll turn to it. Or let's make this a little easier. Let's go to Tatum here. Tatum, T-A-D-U-M. Kind of like last flight, we're entering this more manually than I normally do. Tatum. Then let's clear Eblar. Runway 26 is still in there, that's fine. After Tatum, we'll manually add Kelpo. Let's see. How far are we from Tatum? 80 miles, okay. And at Tatum, we have to be at, doesn't say altitude-wise, but 210 knots, and Umaki, we have to be at 3,500. Okay. Well, let's see, that's 6 miles, so we'll try to be at 3,500 feet by there, and we can use that for deceleration. So, let's just do some math here. 17 minus 3.5, 13.5 thousand feet to lose, times 3. We need 40 miles. We have 76, so we definitely don't need to start descending yet. When we do, we'll want to do it at about 2,000 feet a minute. That can't be right. 381 times 5. 1,900, I guess we do. Once we start descending, though, we'll lose some speed. Sorry, I'll check up in the chat. My mom's a flight attendant, so she bought one of those storage trips for. Oh, cool. That's awesome. We're decommissioned Super 80. That's awesome. I'm looking for leftovers that's fully stocked. Dang, that's neat. You can keep it like it's like a snack cart, yeah. Let's shut the door. Technically, there's passengers in here. Oh, okay, I guess I can't. Come on. That's fine, we're safe. Love the little A320 cockpit. Does the jump seat work? No. A little storage over here. A little waste bin. Neat. Yeah, that's so awesome, can of beans. Go down to 80. Okay, Tatum. Let's clear that discontinuity for now. So it does connect the two, but we will try to direct to the next waypoint to Umaki after. Can't remember how to add in between, if I can do that. I don't remember. Let's make sure all this is set up. This is more important. Well, we're not doing ILS actually. It's an RNAV, so don't need to worry about that. And again, we'll wait till about 45 miles. What was the math? Out. Maybe a little closer than that. Further than that, sorry. 40 miles it says, so. Yeah, 45, 50, we'll do it. It's nice to be only at 17,000. We can definitely see a little bit more than usual. Well, than usual in an A320, but we haven't been flying airliners much recently. Seeing a nice picture here. Got the camera off for now too, since we're not doing anything with that. They're gonna make us. Okay, they're gonna give us instructions. Interesting. 3800, and let's acknowledge the handoff. Alright, let's just do an open descent and then we'll do vertical speed ourselves so it's not too fast. Definitely doesn't need to be. Just tune center and contact. Yeah, we do not need to be going 2,900. Let's slow that at least to, let's say 15 per sec. Let's see, 380 times 5. 0.8. So yeah, we only need to go way down. Not like 1,500, 1,600 feet a minute, so let's do that. Because since we have some extra distance, since our top of descent didn't need to be right now, we don't need to go down at a 3% slope even. It'd be like 1.5, 2 degrees. Probably close to 2 degrees. Keep our speed nice and high since we don't have to worry about it yet. We'll get down to 3,500 in time, then we can slow to 210 by Tatum. Another 47 miles. And we only needed 40 miles to go from 17,000, so in fact we're at 14,000. We're looking very fine. You can update on an AFB and send to avionics if FMCs. Yeah, you can. I did it initially, but I made some changes to it, so that's why I haven't done that. Well, the new cat wants to be on the stream, it seems. I'll try to show her here. Just make sure everything looks fine. Yeah, we're descending just fine. She wants to drink wine. Don't go out of control. Oh man, now she's got my mic headset cable in her. There we go. There's June. It's our new kitten. She's purring, so she enjoys it. She can control the plane. Okay, she doesn't like that. She'll be landing. Perfect. Yes, right there. See, she knows what she's doing. She just pushes that button on her own. Alright, maybe she can do the next one, maybe. Alright. Let's just check that everything is fine. 11,000. There she is, yeah. 10,000 minus 3.5. 6.5 miles that we need. Or sorry, 6.5 thousand times 3. We need 20 miles and we got 32. So 5 times 344 and then times 0. 0.8. So 1,300, we can slow it down a little bit here. Cats and keyboards. Yeah. Yeah, the cat we've had for a long time gets in the way sometimes. And that's nothing compared to her. She like Chewbacca earlier on, yes. I didn't know how high the gain was. My mic gain was higher than normal, so I'm sure you could hear her. She's got an interesting sound. Yeah, that's definitely a shorter final than usual, because you would usually go to here and then down, but that's fine. Oh, sorry, they're talking to me. Okay, acknowledge approach. Descend and maintain 3,500. Since we're descending slower now, we can start to lose some speed. Oh, it actually is. It knows. It's already doing it. 210. I'm going to do it manually anyway. We're only 25 miles away, so let's slow to 210. It's not that slow, so it's fine. Engines will probably idle. Oh, they already are. Okay. We'll let them. It's going down since we're not descending too quickly. And then once we hit our elevation, it'll drop the speed quite a bit. Don't need to worry about speed brakes or anything. We have ample distance to slow down, or should. I don't believe that's a speed constraint either. Oh, it is. Okay, max. I thought it's just recommended. Okay, 22 miles. We're looking good. And we're losing speed at the same time. That's perfect. There's a nice lake here. What's VREF for this 737 again? Like 120. I can't remember, unfortunately. I've flown it a few times in the series, but it's still not something I'm super experienced in terms of knowing the speeds. Especially after not playing Flight Sim for a good bit. Let's throw the passenger signs back on. And we're getting close and we're below 10,000, so let's just hit the landing lights on early. Wait for them to come out. There they are. So I will forget about them otherwise. Let's ask for the, get the ATIS? No, not that way. Let's just do it this way then. Refreshing. That's not helpful. Let's go to sim brief and get the weather. For, where are we going? Bonnieville, which is CYBF. Oh, nothing. Okay, that's why it says refreshing. That's fine. We'll just keep it at the same altimeter. 20 miles. Let's get a little bit faster down to our elevation so we can start losing the speed. And I'll just do the manual calculation one more time. 5,500, 3,500 is 2,000 times 3. We need 6 miles. We have 13. So our ground speed is 259 times 5 times 0.5. So we only need to descend at 650 feet per minute actually. So let's just do it at 1,000. So we'll still be down in time, and obviously the slower we're descending, the more speed we can lose with our engines idle. So there you go, you can see it now going a little faster. I had 1.7 million medium cargo the other day because of the weather bonus. That's crazy. That's awesome. Yeah, I really enjoy when the weather's bad, honestly. In career mode, it makes it more fun, but then gives us so much more money. See June again, trying to peek in the camera. This looks sketchy. Almost 3,500 and almost at 210. It's looking good. Let's pull over charts. If I go to overlay mode, why is it all hidden like this? If I just go to here, you can see where we are.
2,500.
Yeah, that's fine. Make sure the altimeter is set for the area. 2992 is fine. We get nice and low. This is the button, I think, here. Yep. Yeah, we're almost at Tatum. 500 feet to go. 10 knots to go. Should be no problem. And no speed brakes, so no wasted fuel. And then we're not actually hitting the Mach-E, or maybe we should. I was gonna say we'll just slow the speed down right away, but once we get close, I'll try to enter it in. Or I think I can enter it in, yeah, without actually going, so let's just get it prepared. Where's M? AKI. There we go. There we go, we're at 3,500. You can hear the engine's blowing up a bit to keep us at the right speed. And then there we go, start the turn. So it's direct to Mach-E instead. And set our speed down to 180 knots. We never actually hit Tatum, so now let's clear that. No. Flight pan. What's going on? Uh-oh. Track to Mach-E. That's not what I want. AKI. Quick. Uh-oh. That's not good. Autopilot off. Can't have things go nicely, right? There we go. What a mess. There we go. Okay, if you press comma, it will reset your barrel to correct setting. Not sure if you, yes, I did. Thank you. I did press it and it didn't change, so 2992 apparently is correct, or correct enough according to the game. Are we still correct here? Speed is 180. Yep. How far is this? This is 10 miles, so yeah, we need to start. No, 180 is fine, but we need to set some flaps here. That was my mistake for not having flaps already set at this point. Set it to flaps 2 at 180. And once we start the turn in, I'll put the gear down too. Yeah, there's the turn. Let's go for 170. as well. Knowledge approach clearance. We're not doing ILS here, are we? No. Doesn't have an ILS frequency, that's fine. I'm just going to be taking it in manually. 160. Slow down a little earlier than I need to. We're still 10 miles away. We won't do the flaps yet though. Looks like we are going to have a glide slope still though. It's not getting the ILS, and I know that because there is no ILS for this. At least we're not doing it, if there is. Okay, so we're not at the glide slope yet. It's at Kelpo. So I think we should be okay. Our glide path. Let's see. I'll stay at 160 until we hit 5 miles. We'll go down to 150 and we'll set the next stage of flaps. Gear is quite early for this kind of a steeper approach, but I don't want it less than 10 miles in case we had any gear issues. Is that for us? Yep. A couple, yeah, here we are. So I'm not sure if we're actually gonna have the slope. So let's set our final speed here to 140 and our last stage of flaps, and we're gonna turn off autopilot. We're gonna keep auto throttle, and we're gonna fly manual here. It's a steeper approach for sure, and I'm used to. Please don't give me a warning just for autopilot being off. Autopilot is off because I turned it off. This is the problem with the 2024 A320. It does not want you turning autopilot off sometimes. Okay, it looks like we're fine. There we go. Nope. Sorry, you're going to have to listen to that warning. The more I pay attention to that, the less I'm going to be able to land this plane. I already haven't flown this in quite a while. I'm landing on a steeper approach than normal with this.
1,000.
So we'll see how badly this goes. It's not the biggest runway either. Why is my engine's not working? There we go. Okay. That was the problem. My power was not
400.
responding. It's definitely not what we consider a stable approach, I don't think.
300.
But that's life. I get the approach they get. It's a short runway. I'm not even sure if an A320 is supposed to be landing here, honestly. Trying to land a little slower than normal so we can slow down. Let's set our auto brake quickly to medium. Let's set to max. Oh, it's automatically full power. That's not good. Go around.
50.
Well, stall protection just screwed us pretty bad there. That's not great. It just manually full throttled. So we wouldn't stall, but we were landing. Let's set the flaps up a little bit. So we won't get that warning in a moment. Definitely not the right procedure, if that's okay. I usually land ILS, so there's probably something I could have done when not doing it to avoid what just happened, but maybe not. Could just be flight sim as well. Let's open the nav page like this. So see when I get far enough away. Okay, let's turn auto throttle off. That possibly what it could have been what did it, I'm not sure. I'm coming for a pretty short approach. Just get it down. It's not gonna be a pretty landing, I don't think. Let's put our gear down. Give it some extra power to compensate for that drag coming. It's been a while. This used to be a plane I was experienced in.
Speed, 1,000.
It's coming in for an aggressive approach here. Did not give it much distance here. We're at 140. We're at a good speed here. Auto throttle's off this time.
400.
Coming in quick descent, but we're at the right speed.
300.
Auto brake max. Can't go max. Okay, medium.
200.
I don't know if it's going to stop in this kind of runway, honestly. It's a very short runway.
50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. Retard.
We're going way too fast. Are my flaps even fully down? They are. Okay, we need more speed than that. One more time. We need more distance than that for a final.
40.
I wanted to make it quick, and it just makes it longer because I got to go around again. All right. I was thinking, even though their descent very quick, we were at 140, so we'd be fine, but I guess not. Let's actually give it like 8 or 9 miles, like we should have, and get down instead of just trying to hand fly it like a, I don't even know, like a King Air or something, like a Cessna. It needs more speed, or needs more time to react than that. Flaps are going up right now, so speed warning will go away in a moment. Definitely don't hand fly any landings, so need to regain my experience. At least we haven't crashed. Just we're looking like we're going to. Yes, I understand. It's okay. So we're on the 10-mile map. So let's get it to. Oh, that's only 5 there. I see. Okay. Yeah, we are way too close. We'll get it to where the runway airport's at 5 miles, and then we'll do our turn. So it'll be actually about 6 or 7 by the time we're done our turn. That should be good enough. We do have some speed brakes too. We could have used. Just like longer final, so you can use 3 degree. Yeah, this is longer than the last one for sure. Not maybe not long enough, but long enough where I'm gonna make it work this time. That's for sure. Let's set some flaps. Stop. Stop automatically moving my throttle. I was gonna say I know what I'm doing, so leave me alone, but I don't. But I mean, hey. Enough where I don't want it to manually mess me up here. Let's go full flaps. Gear out. And idle power for now. Let's use our speed brakes too. Getting down earlier, that's why I'm going so quick. Try not to overspeed my flaps, but going as fast as it's allowing me to with full flaps and gear. So I can level off and then manage my speed accordingly. With power at idle and speed brakes full, once I level off, yeah, you can see it really, it's going to start slowing down nice and quick. Once it gets to final speed, I'll lose the speed brakes and set them to armed. Trying to come in for a very shallow approach so we can get onto the ground as fast as possible and start slowing down. Alright, we'll stay at idle, but I'm going to quickly arm the speed brakes now. So we're not using them. There we go. It's hard to do and then not crash.
100.
Let's not hit the trees.
50.
Stay close though.
50, 30, 50, 40,
Coming in idle power.
40,
Real low.
30, 20, retard, 10, 5, retard, retard, retard,
Come on. Small runway, so it's very deceiving from where my flare needs to be. Why is it trimmed so weirdly? Okay. Oh, we're on the ground. Okay. Oh, I don't think my reverse thrust is set right, so I just throttled up. Okay. I couldn't do much of a flare because it was very shallow, but enough where it landed without a giant thud. And stopped in time. I'm surprised. This runway I don't think was meant for this plane. Especially, I think part of the reason I messed up so badly the first time is it's such a thin runway for what I'm used to for this kind of plane, so it seems like you're higher up. Oh, we're down. I'm not sure, Canada Beans. A cross pattern are almost strategically placed rather than around cities. Most likely some of them, I'm sure. They're also not in cities as much, I find, in Canada, just for noise, I imagine. Okay, acknowledge ground handoff. Let's disarm the speed brakes, flaps to 0. Landing lights off. Alright, turn off lights off. Strobe off. Start the APU. Alright, let's keep moving here. On services. Yeah, this isn't a runway for an A320 or airport. When I looked at it in the planning, I didn't initially have an A320 planned. I usually do quite a bit of research. I did have an airliner though, like a Saab 340, a smaller airliner. Probably would have been fine. But even now looking at this, it looks a little small for that. But on Google, it had one in picture, so I figured if it could take that, I can upgrade it to an A320, and it'd probably be pretty tight. And it was. It did work, but yeah, this airport's not meant for this plane. You can tell by the runway bumps and everything. We kind of landed on one, which is why you didn't see much of a landing, like much of a thud. The biggest plane they've ever had land here, I'm sure. Alright, it's power off right here. How's our APU looking? APU is almost ready. Thanks for full of max faster. Oh, yeah, I would not have. I would have had to go around 3 or 4 more times. Burn some fuel. We made it, though. Even with me, I need to set up my reverse thrust for sure. Even with me throttling up a bit on the runway. There we go. APU bleed. Oh, it's still on. That's interesting, but good. Let's cut the engines. Perfect. Let me update the spreadsheet where we are. Again, the link to it is in the description. Or if you head on the Tour of the World channel on Discord, you can see all the pictures we took and everything. And get a link to the spreadsheet there. So we have 2 more flights on there planned for the next stream. We'll be taking a water plane to Fort McMurray. And then next flight's only 7 miles from there to the water airport in Fort McMurray to the international. So between this stream and the next stream, I'll have to do some research about northern BC and plan out the next few flights. So we can have it all on there. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all joining. So yeah, it's been fun. Sucks that the audio for the first flight didn't work, but luckily it wasn't too long. And if you have any suggestions for PC specifically, since that will be probably in the next episode or the next 2, please put them in the Discord so I can get to it before it's too late. So we probably won't be returning to BC. All right, see you guys.